In the future, humanity conquered space, learned new technologies, and improved absolutely nothing. Instead, we invented tech, a digital narcotic so powerful it lets you escape reality, which, if you've seen this world, honestly makes sense. Welcome to Crossworlds Review, the sci-fi podcast where we dive into retro cyberpunk stories, questionable future decisions, and worlds where the neon is bright, but the life choices are dim. Today, we begin our long march into the TekWar universe, William Shatner's 9-book cyber-noir saga featuring crime, corruption, VR addiction, and a detective who looks permanently tired. This is Episode 1, TekWar, or as a Polish uncle might summarize it, no I widzisz, wyszedłeś z zamrażarki I od razu problemy. See, you came out of the freezer, and immediately there are problems. The year is the mid-22nd century, a place defined by neon cities, flying cars, holograms, and the constant reminder that technology has a personal vendetta against humanity. At the center of this dystopia is tech, the drug of the future. It's not a pill, not a powder. It's a neural simulation that floods your brain with artificial paradise. Perfect worlds, perfect feelings, no responsibility, no bills, no political scandals. Basically, it's the first drug in history where the side effect is you will not want to come back to real life. Naturally, society collapses immediately. Governments outlaw tech. Criminal syndicates say, "Thank you for your business." Police departments drown in raids, cases, and paperwork, and citizens pretend they're fine while looking very not fine. Enter Jake Cardigan, ex-cop, TekWar's protagonist, and the human embodiment of "I'm too old for this, even though I'm only in my 30s. Jake begins the story inside a cryogenic prison, where he was unfairly sentenced for dealing tech. He didn't do it, of course, but justice in this future works about as well as government paperwork in the Polish People's Republic. After 4 years frozen like discount pierogi in a supermarket freezer, Jake is released early by a private detective agency called Cosmo. Why? Because they need him alive, angry, and able to hold a gun. Jake walks out of cryo into the real world, blinking, groaning, and instantly realizing that society has gotten worse while he was asleep. Classic future. He wants answers. He wants justice. Mostly he wants breakfast. Jake begins investigating the people who set him up. The suspects include corrupt police, tech dealers, jealous criminals, jealous ex-partners, jealous everyone. Basically, anyone who has ever met Jake is a suspect. His former partner, Sid Gomez, joins the investigation, an upbeat contrast to Jake's eternal, please don't talk to me before coffee energy. Together they navigate a cyber-noir landscape filled with shady tech dens, holographic interrogation rooms, corporate executives who smile too much, criminals who smile too little. Jake discovers that the tech underworld framed him to protect their operations. In other words, he was too good at his job. A situation that, in Polish workplaces, is considered a punishable offense. As Jake gets closer to the truth, tech lords send hitmen, drones, and cybernetic goons after him, the usual warm greeting extended to investigators. Jake fights through alleys, skyscrapers, VR hovels, and the kind of futuristic clubs where you can order a drink, a simulation, and probably a criminal record. This segment is where Shatner leans fully into cyber chases, dramatic monologues, stylish gunfights, explosions that definitely break fire codes. Jake finally confronts the real mastermind, a powerful tech syndicate leader who thought freezing Jake would make the problem go away. Spoiler, it didn't. Jake exposes the conspiracy, clears his name, and ruins the villain's weak reputation and infrastructure budget. So what is TekWar really about? 1. Addiction, but digital, sparkly, and expensive tech is an early sci-fi prediction of VR escapism and online addiction. Polish deadpan translation. Człowiek ucieka od życia, bo życie go goni. 2. Corruption everywhere. Police, compromised, corporations, suspicious, politicians, please, even AI has trust issues. 3. Noir detective traditions. Jake is a futuristic Philip Marlowe, except with more lasers, worse luck, higher medical bills. 4. The future as a downgrade. TekWar reminds us that no matter how advanced society becomes, humans will always reinvent new ways to ruin everything. TekWar was written in the late 80s, but its worries feel very modern. VR addiction, synthetic escapism, corporations controlling technology, private security, doing what police used to do, the gig economy, but with more guns. It's retro-futurism with a grim smile, like Blade Runner, if the protagonist always looked like he needed a nap and a tax refund. Jake Cardigan begins as a frozen convict, and ends as a reluctant hero in a world that didn't ask him to save it, and will definitely punish him for trying. TekWar sets the tone for the 8 books that follow. The crime gets bigger, the conspiracies deeper, the tech more dangerous, and Jake more exhausted. In other words, witamy w przyszłości. Życzymy powodzenia, bo nic innego nie pomoże. Welcome to the future. We wish you good luck, because nothing else will help. Thank you for listening to Crossworlds Review. Next episode, Tech Lords, where criminal syndicates prove that ambition is timeless, but style is questionable. If you enjoyed this dive into retro cyber-noir, subscribe, leave a review, and remember, in the future, the only safe technology is the one that's unplugged.